Hello, everybody. Good morning. I guess it's the afternoon now. Good afternoon. I have pulled two cards for myself so far, and I'm continuing forward. First, I pulled the star, and the star makes me think of abundance, of having everything that you need. You can see here in this card, she has water. She's pouring back into the stream or the river or lake. She also has water that she's pouring into the grass. Um, just like seeming fulfilled in this card. Um, and when I read about it, it says hope, spirituality, renewal, inspiration, serenity. So, yeah, um, that kind of comes through with what I saw in it is sort of a source of inspiration and hope for me. All right, so then I've also got this Knight of Swords, and I am just about to pull a little bit of clarity on that. Knight of Swords representing being opinionated, being action oriented, communicating, maybe assertively, taking action. You can see here this knight's taking action, charging forward. So we're just gonna ask for some more clarity and continue to read. You see this beautiful rainbow on the floor here. This is from my new window film that I ordered to put up in the windows in my room. It adds a little bit of privacy because my bedroom is facing the street. So if I have my shades open, everybody can see into my bedroom. So, but I like to have the sun come into my room, of course. So this is a really neat product that I'm really happy with. Okay, so why is this Knight of Swords here? Can I get a little more clarity on the Knight of Swords? I don't think that that's correct. Kind of just threw those cards. Can I get a little more clarity on the Knight of Swords? This one was sticking to my fingers. This one. Eight of Swords. Interesting. Eight of Swords representing a self-imposed restriction, isolation, imprisonment. Interesting. So this is isolation. I'm thinking of the quarantine situation that we are all currently living through. I also see that I am imprisoning myself in my own mind. Meaning that, Queen of Pentacles, the only thing stopping me from moving forward is me. Is the self-imposed restriction that I have created in my ego as a way to cope with things that are a little bit difficult for me or have been difficult for me in the past. Queen of Pentacles representing security, like a real motherly energy. Here, I'll hold this up. As well as this Eight of Swords. So you can see on the Eight of Swords card right here, she's really tied up. And then this Queen of Pentacles representing mother, being down to earth. So I think that what I'm seeing so far is a message to get out of my own head, stop feeling tied to these limiting belief systems and this sort of scarcity lack mindset that I've been holding on to, and to come back to earth, to trust that I can stay grounded, or to maybe ground myself, and give myself this motherly, secure, practical energy that I really feel like I need to get out of this kind of mental trap that I am in. Yeah. So let's see. And now for you, this could be about anything. If you're watching these two, have them resonate with you. For me right now, I'm finding that what has been coming up as this Pluto retrograde as Pluto has been retrograde, which is since April 25th, has been sort of finances, foundation, material resources, and self-worth, value, and I think that that's kind of coming up for a lot of people lately. Eight of Pentacles. I've been seeing this Eight of Pentacles a lot lately. Oh, and I also, the Sun and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so Eight of Pentacles representing education and new engagement. Maybe not necessarily a new engagement, but being engaged in something. And the Sun. I flipped this over and it was upside down, so I'm going to read the Sun in reverse. As much as I love the Sun card, seeing it in reverse kind of gives me a ooh, like, I don't know if I want to read that for myself right now, but I need to be honest with myself. So the Sun came out in reverse. The Sun in reverse represents a temporary depression and lack of success. So that's fair. So I see maybe this temporary lack of success or this setback could come from this mental trap that I am currently or that I have kept myself in the past, that I need to break out of. Really need to buckle down and do the work to get out of this mindset. 2 8s in this reading so far, which means that something is something's transforming, with 8 as in numerology representing progress, representing, to me, 8 represents transformation, also mastering something. So I see that maybe this is the time for me to really master my own belief system and my own ego and awareness of ego and where it manifests in my life and how it affects me. How my ego can get in my own way and create this temporary depression, lack of success. Can I get a little more information about maybe this Queen of Pentacles, maybe this Sun card in reverse, or this Eight of Pentacles? Ooh, interesting. 5 of Swords here. 5 of Swords representing conflict, tension. Yeah, so I think that there's some inner conflict here going on. And 5 representing change, with 8 representing transformation. So 5 and 2 8s, meaning that I really need to face this inner conflict. I need to tackle this inner conflict head on with this Knight of Swords. I need to really look at what it is that is causing me to feel loss, lack, the setback, and really dive in, really buckle down, and allow myself to meet the conflict that I'm experiencing within with warmth and a motherly grounding energy, rather than what I have done in the past, which is to chastise myself for my own limiting beliefs, which then doesn't do anything to really help my ego heal, or me heal from the effects of my ego. Or the ego. I'm trying to not claim the ego so much as my own, because I think that that's the whole function of ego, is to try to identify oneself with the stories and stuff. So trying to say the ego and not my ego. So I'll keep that in mind. Magician. Yeah. I've got power here. Power to really change things. I have concentration and the resourcefulness. This is like a little sign to me that even though this scares me, this conflict within that is keeping me tied up is scary and not comfortable to process or face, that I do have the resources and the skill to take action and do something about it. Yeah? And now for me, taking action means really being present with myself, refusing to distract myself, and tapping into my subconscious mind, my ego, and seeing like what it is that I've been pushing down because I don't want to look at it because I don't know how to deal with it, and saying this is something that I'm gonna have to deal with. Seven of Wands in reverse. This is something that I'm gonna have to deal with because it's there, and pushing it down hasn't done me any good so far because it's going to come up. And so rather than hold on to it and let it stew and affect everything that I do until I deal with it, it's a good idea for me to deal with it. And my way of dealing with it is to journal in meditation, to start asking myself questions that are scary and that I feel like I don't know the answer to, but that I know, or that I have found from doing this practice, I do often know the answer to, and I do have the root of the conflict internally, or the issue, or the blockage, or the resistance. I do know what it is, subconsciously, but if I've been pushing it down and avoiding it, I'm not going to get to the bottom of it. So I really need to sit with myself and ask myself these tough questions and be honest with myself about the answers. So Seven of Wands in reverse and Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands representing speed, movement, a swift change, and Seven of Wands in reverse representing feeling overwhelmed. This makes a lot of sense to me. This is an overwhelming blockage for me. This block that I have around money and around scarcity, this fear that I'm never going to have enough, this fear that I'm not worthy, I don't have the value to earn what I need to live a healthy and fruitful life. It's really overwhelming. It's very scary, and so it makes sense to me that I've been avoiding it. But what this is saying to me right now with this Eight of Wands is that once I take action on this internal conflict within myself, once I'm honest with myself and give myself the secure, grounded, loving attention that I need to heal this, there is a swift change coming for me. And things are going to start moving. Because Eight of Wands in reverse represents delays, frustration. So, the inverse of that, obviously Eight of Wands itself has its own meaning, but when I look at the reverse meaning, I can see how I have felt these delays with this Sun card in reverse, with this Five of Swords, this conflict within, and I felt it, but now that is over with as long as I step into my power with this Magician card and really face what it is that is holding me back from my fullest potential, and to have hope with this Star card that things are going to change with the Eight of Wands swiftly, 5 seeing change, and there's going to be a quick transformation with these 2 eights here. That's exciting. I'm kind of really confirming to myself what I was processing a little bit this morning and the work that I knew I needed to do. I was going to sit down and start journaling, but I thought maybe I should pull my tarot first, and I'm glad that I am doing that. So I have my oracle cards out now. Can I get a little bit of clarity? Let me spread these out. Can I get a little bit more clarity, some messages or guidance to close out this reading, moving forward, be in service? I'm going to read this. This card is so beautiful. All these cards are beautiful. Be in service, number 41, if that number means anything to you. Give back to the world. When we give in equal proportion to that which we receive, we are able to maintain balance. There are so many people who are in need of your services. Being in service can be as simple as a kind word, holding a door open, or joining in a cleanup effort. Look to nature and its ability to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting others around you will help to create the energy needed to support humanity. That's really lovely, and I think that for me, that kind of ties back to a reading that I did. One of the other readings I posted where I pulled the Four of Pentacles, and it said it was about holding on to my resources out of fear about them not coming back around to me. And what this really says to me is that part of letting go of this lack mindset and this limiting belief system that I have been holding on to for so long is going to be about giving so that I can receive. And giving for the sake of giving, being in service for the sake of it, because it's going to make the world a better place. It's going to make other people's lives better. And because only by giving can you receive. Yeah. Okay, let's look for one or two. We'll see. Any final messages or words of advice moving forward having to do with this reading from today, May 3rd, 2020? Any guidance or messages? So I'm really excited about this reading, and I'm really excited that speaking of being in service, I'm really excited to have my readings open now, so that you can purchase a reading from me if you're interested in doing so, and I would really, really be honored to read for anybody who's interested. I'm really enjoying making and posting these videos and sharing my insight and intuitive thoughts with you all, and my I guess thoughts aren't intuitive, but my intuitive the intuitive messages and stuff that I can read out of the cards and pick up from my own life, and I'm excited to help you guys more personally within your own lives and your own experiences. Okay, so the last 3 cards, we're going to end with 4 oracle cards. First one being be in service. The next one that came out was Inner Truths. Ooh. This card is also gorgeous. As you can see, looking at this card, I see, a young girl who has many options ahead of her. You can see there are lots of different paths. She's just come off a boat here, so that means that there's something that way. There's a path down here. There's a path this way, and this way. There's even, you can see the moon up here. And all of these paths look fruitful. So it's about being with my truth within myself and following what is true for me. Yeah, so let me just read this. This is number 16, if that number means anything to you. 16, Inner Truths. There is a lot of depth to your feelings. You are on your way to understanding your feelings and desires more clearly. Yep, I was telling you. The next steps on your path will soon reveal themselves. Stay vigilant to new opportunities that may lead to the beginnings of novel projects or assist with current ventures. Look around you and within you. Be willing to do the work at the deepest level, as you will find jewels of wisdom, knowledge, and the inner voice all patiently waiting to assist you. Nature's crystals are created deep within the earth. Go deep and find your own treasures. Love that. And that really is just a confirmation of everything that I have been picking up from these tarot cards and this reading today, which is, to really dive in and do the work that I need to do, really take action with this Knight of Swords and buckle down with this Eight of Pentacles and go within. We've got empowerment here, number 45. In this card, there's a lot going on. You can see lightning and thunder. There's an ocean. There's animals, butterflies, a rainbow, a landscape, the sun and the moon, clouds. Just gorgeous. All right, 45. Empowerment. The moment for respect for all life and all living things, attuning to nature and to the creatures of the earth, is at hand. Tune into the deep well of compassion that spills over readily to anyone who needs your help. You are being directed to take actions, remove difficulties, and resolve problems. Be receptive to guidance from wherever it happens to come. Don't be surprised to receive support from unusual avenues. Be alert to seemingly random input, which will give you clues and ideas that had not occurred to you earlier. Once you have picked up these signs, pursue them diligently and with determination. The potential for them to pay off is immense. As soon as you know what action to take it. I love that. Really, just a message to step into your power, which is, mirrored in this Magician card, and follow the decisions that are correct for me. Which is, again, with this being service card and the Inner Truths card. And last but not least, here we have Illumination, number 2. This card's so beautiful. I say that every time. I can't help it. Aren't they all gorgeous? Okay. Illumination. Just as a full moon sheds its light on our world, you are being shown that there is hope and guidance for you. Have faith. Just holding on to a belief in yourself will plant the seed of manifestation in your life. You are being asked to release any worry or fear that you may be harboring. The clarity you desire is at hand. All you need is something in which to place your faith. So trust in yourself, your support, and the divine. You will be assisted in difficult times. This can also signify inspiration and new love. There is a shedding of light on hidden treasures or surprises. Yeah, so this really wraps everything up beautifully for me, which is to kind of get the message all together that there are some inner conflicts that are going on that are causing a delay, that are causing this sense of, temporary depression and a lack of success, that are causing this feeling of being stuck and tied up due to my own or your own internal world, your own thoughts, your own ego, and to and also that I may feel like giving up, or I may have felt like giving up. I may have felt like, oh crap, here I am in this this kind of state of temporary depression. I'm feeling at a standstill, and I really am like, blah. But what this is really communicating is that the power is within. Yeah, the power is within, and that once you ground yourself in love and in warmth, once you take action and are open and communicative with yourself, once you are willing to learn from yourself, once you are willing to let go of conflict, let go of what you've been holding on that's really just been tying you up, release the belief that things are at a standstill for you, or that there is, you're losing. Be empowered to be of service to yourself and to others, to trust your inner truths and have hope. And in doing so, all will be illuminated. All will be clear. And there will be quick movement forward in the direction that you want to go, that I want to go. You can do it. The power is here. See it twice. Power with magician, power and empowerment. So, thank you so much for tuning in, and I feel really honored to be able to share this beautiful message with you, and to take this message forward into my own life, and take the steps that I know I need to take to keep moving forward and get out of this, these binds that are only existing within my own mind. If you like this video, you can like this video or subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. Comment if anything in this video really resonated with you. And please remember that I am offering readings now. So if you're interested in a reading, shoot me a message here on Instagram, on Facebook if you know me in real life, or whatever. And I would just be really happy to give you some insight and some clarity into what it is that you're curious about within your own life right now. Okay? Lots of love. Thank you.